If you're filing a civil lawsuit in Maryland, the general rule of thumb is that the statute of limitations or the deadline for you to file your lawsuit is about 3 years from when you discover that there's been an injury. Now, a lot of times that's pretty obvious when you've been injured, and you can easily figure out how many years or months you have to file your lawsuit. But it can get a little bit more complicated than that. One example is if your doctor has failed to diagnose cancer. Obviously, you don't know that he's failed to do that until maybe 6 months, a year, maybe even 2 years down the road when he or another doctor tells you you've had cancer and you've had it for some time. In Maryland, they use something called the discovery rule, meaning when you discover that you've had this injury and that somebody else is at fault for it, that's when the clock starts running. So in the example I was just using, the clock would start to run when you found out that you had cancer and, of course, realized that somebody had blown that in the past. The deadline is different if if it's a child who's been injured. That generally, the statute doesn't run out until the child's 21st birthday. So you do have some time, but it is important if you've had a child who's injured or a birth injury to contact an attorney as soon as possible so we can start the process of investigating, figuring out what to do with your case if it's a good one, and we can file it sooner than the 21st birthday. You don't have to wait that long.